Hello ladies and gentlemen, Ghost here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over some things to do with the channel, so it's not going to be any tips or anything too formal or important today. We're just going to be having a little bit of a catch-up session. There are some things that I would just like to bring to your guys' attention. Now, just before I get into the main content of the video, I just really wanted to thank you guys for the great reception the newest jet tutorial had. It's gotten probably the most amount of likes that any video on my channel has gotten within 24 hours, so thank you guys so much for that. It also got upvoted on Reddit a lot, so if you headed over to the Reddit thread from my tweet the other day and you upvoted there, thank you ever so much, you're awesome. And yeah, I'm just really glad that it paid off because I did put a lot of work into that video. You may have noticed I've been messing around with some new intro stuff, putting some music in there, making some little in-game graphics for a title, sort of introductory title for the video, and I'm also working on a new intro. The one you saw in the past video isn't completely final yet, but it's just a little teaser of what it could look like when it's actually finished. So first of all, my stream has been growing quite a lot since I started out. We're getting more and more people coming over there, and we always get the same amount of regulars, but nowhere near as many people on the stream as I have following me on YouTube. So if you would like to check out the stream, you can do so at twitch.tv/ghostgaminggg. We always have a ball over there. We have a lot of games together, so the guys always jump on and play Battlefield 4 with me. I love playing with you guys and getting to interact. That is really the best part about YouTubing and about streaming for me, is the community aspect. Because, you know, all my videos, they're sort of quite formal, and I like to try and stick to the point and be as concise as I possibly can while still getting my points across. But when I'm streaming, I'm very different, and anyone who watches me streaming will probably tell you that. You know, I'm just kind of goofing off, having fun playing the game. I'm not really in my sort of try-hard state where I'm trying to play my very best. Rather, I'm just trying to have fun with the people who are watching the stream and interacting with them. Now, the guys over on the stream are often suggesting things that I should do. One of them is facecam, which I'm not going to do. I already explained that to those guys, and if you want to know why, you can go check the FAQ over on my stream that I put in there. But another thing that came out of some discussion there was a Q&A. So it seemed a lot of people on the stream were interested in me doing a Q&A. I had thought about this idea and originally thought, well, you know, I don't have that many subscribers yet. I probably wouldn't get enough, like, serious, proper questions to really to make a good video out of it. But it seems that there was some actual interest for it there. So I figured, what the hell, why not give it a try and see how it goes? I'm not sure how often these will be. I suppose it depends on the kind of feedback I get from you guys. So you can drop your questions down below, and it can really be about anything. So this is going to be a very laid back and relaxing Q&A that I'm going to do once in a while. How often that is depends on you guys and how many questions I get. I doubt it will be once a week because I'm just kind of doubtful that I would get enough questions from you guys to warrant a weekly episode, and I'm not even sure if I want it to be quite that often, because I do want to stick to the sort of tips and tricks style of the channel. But every so often I will be throwing up a Q&A based on how many questions you guys drop down below, and it's going to be pretty laid back, guys, so it doesn't just have to be concerning Battlefield 4. I mean, by all means, you know, if you want to discuss Battlefield 4 with me, you can do that. You can discuss other games, you can discuss YouTubing with me, you know, how I got into that, or my streaming setup, or any questions you may have about that. And you can also ask me personal questions, and, you know, obviously I'm only going to answer those up to a certain extent. Like, I'm not going to be giving you my bank account details, but, you know, feel free to ask me about my personal life as well, because, once again, for any of you guys who watch on the stream, you'll know that I do talk about it quite a lot. You know, I ask you guys just how your day's been, you know, I talk about how my day's been. Many of you know, what my professional job is and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, feel free to drop those questions down below, and let's see how many we get. You can, of course, also tweet your questions at me on Twitter, and that also brings me to another point. That is the best way, guys, to stay constantly updated whenever I'm streaming. So I'll tweet out when I start streaming, then whilst I'm streaming, every sort of hour or so, I'll do a tweet just to let people know that I'm still streaming, because I get a lot of people saying, you know, when are you streaming, Ghost? What is your streaming schedule? Because I never end up catching you. And the truth is, I don't really have a schedule, guys. I do actually have 2 kids. I have a girlfriend. You know, I have a full-time job. My work period is quite sporadic, so it's kind of difficult for me to nail down an exact schedule. But I'll usually try to stream 2 or 3 nights per week between sort of 8 PM GMT till around 2 in the morning. So it can be sort of any time within that window. You know, I'm not saying I always start at 8 PM on the dot. It might be 9, it might be 10. So that's sort of why I'm saying to you guys, you know, if you want to catch the stream, just follow me on Twitter. I also post all of my YouTube content up there, so I'll alert you guys as soon as I upload a video over on Twitter, and just generally post things that I find interesting, you know, other channels, other streams, that sort of thing, music that I've been listening to, and just really whatever, you know. I'll just post my sort of feelings throughout the day over there, and it's great to have that interaction from you guys there as well. So next up, I've gone ahead and decided to create a Platoon for Ghost Gaming. So for my YouTube channel, this was another request that came out of the stream, so whoever it was who actually requested that, thank you for coming up with the idea, sir. And yeah, if you guys want to join that, then feel free to do so. It's named Ghost Gaming, which is all one word. You can also just search for my username on Battlelog, which once again is Ghost Gaming, and then it has 2 L's at the start and 2 L's at the end, so those are lowercase L's. A lot of people usually get confused as to what they actually are, so if you search for me, go over to the Platoon and click apply, and I will accept you. That way we can play together better whilst I'm streaming. My friends list is actually currently full at the moment, so unfortunately I can't accept any more of you guys as friends as I have been doing in the past, so I thought probably the best way to make the community bigger is just to create a Platoon, and that way everybody can join in there. Finally guys, I would like to talk to you about G2A Games. No doubt you already know what this website is, but for those who don't, it's a site that sells CD keys for Origin and Steam for a cheap price. Now this site is totally legit. I know a lot of people think they're kind of dodgy, and it's always a risk, you know, when you buy a CD key, people think, well, what if they just don't send me an email, or I get a CD key that doesn't work and I'm going to get screwed over. Well, G2A Games is completely legit, guys. I can fully recommend it, and as a content producer, I'm actually able to create a link over on their website, and for every game that you guys buy or purchase through my link, I will actually get a small amount of proceeds for that will go towards the growth of the channel. So it won't cost you any extra money, it's just that a little part of the money that you pay, instead of it going to G2A Games, a little part of that will go to me for actually promoting them. And that always helps me out, guys, you know, so if you're going to go and buy yourself a game and you want to get it for cheap, you've decided you're going to get it from G2A Games anyway, then it would help me out a whole lot if you would use my link down below. And that also brings me to one final point. I wanted to talk to you guys about giveaways and also about using adblock in Google Chrome whilst watching YouTube videos. So first of all, I've decided that all of my proceeds that I get from doing YouTube will go towards giveaways. Anything I get from G2A Games, anything I get from donations on the stream, I'm going to use for giveaways. You know, I don't stream and I don't do YouTube as my career. I mean, I only have like 2,000 subs, right? So the amount of money that I'm getting from YouTube at the moment is seriously like peanuts for me. It's really not making any kind of a difference to my life, and I figure that if you guys didn't watch my content and you guys didn't watch me over on the stream, then I wouldn't be making any money, not a single cent off of this at all. So why not give back to you guys? And I decided that the first thing I'm going to do is a premium giveaway, because a lot of people over on the stream want to play with me and they're always saying like, oh man, you've got premium, I don't have premium, that means I can't play to you. And I know a lot of you guys out there are maybe younger, you know, than me, and maybe you just can't afford premium. So I figured what better than to actually do a premium giveaway as soon as I have actually amassed the amount of money to do that. And this brings me to the point of adblock. So the way that YouTube works is there will be a number of adverts selected to be displayed on your video, and if somebody clicks on those adverts or watches the advert at the start of a video, you get a certain amount of money from that. So you gain a very small amount of revenue for each view on each video. Now I can tell you guys that sort of over an average of a month, I will get around 20, maybe 25,000 views on my channel, and out of those 25,000 views, maybe only 4 or 5,000 of those are actually monetized. So it's only from about 4 or 5,000 of those views that I'm actually gaining any revenue. And the main reason for that is because people use adblock in Google Chrome. A huge percentage of the community actually do use this, and I know I've seen plenty of streamers out there who are trying to stream as their livelihood. They're always telling people to, you know, please disable adblock because that really helps supporting me. And it's the same with YouTube video, guys. If you want to help support my channel, then you can do the same. On the other hand, if you just really hate adverts and you completely understand how YouTube works, you know that adblock is stopping YouTubers from gaining revenue, you know, that's cool. I completely understand that. I know, I mean, adverts annoy me as well, right? So if you choose to have that in place, no hard feelings, like, that's totally cool. But if you want to help support my channel, then I just wanted to bring this news to your attention because, you know, some of you may just not really realize how things work. And at the end of the day, the more revenue I actually get from YouTube, the more giveaways I'm going to be able to do for you guys. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you're still here and you stuck it out to the end to listen to me talk about adblock, which is probably a topic that you've heard countless other people talk about as well, then thanks so much for that. You must definitely be one of the people who helps support me the most, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to leave your questions down below, guys, for the Q&A. We'll see how many we can get. As I mentioned before, you can also send them to me in a tweet over on Twitter. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well if you want to know when I start streaming, when I upload a new YouTube video, as well as when I'm eating a biscuit. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.